Trotters, and the breed was royalty in the days of the Russian Empire. But where are they today? Well, Auntie Svetlana Karakin has got more on this story live, so to speak, from the horse's mouth either. A glorious past them, but how did they become so famous in their day?
Well, first of all, let me tell you that I'm here at the Novotomnikovo stud farm, some 500 kilometers away from Moscow. Founded in 1859, it's one of the oldest and most well-known in Russia. And indeed, it does specialize in breeding Russia's famous Orlov trotters. Well, in fact, you can see some of them right there behind me, just grazing away merrily, just having some food there, having their lunch, in fact. And what's so special about the Orlov trotters? Well, it's Russia's oldest and most popular native breed. This breed was indeed created in Russia, and these horses are particularly valued for their outstanding beauty, their great stamina and their exceptional speed. Well, these horses are actually pretty much good at everything they do. You can ride them for pleasure, you can use them above all for races, you can also use them for dressage. Very versatile horse. And indeed, this stud farm during the Tsarist times used to be one of the best in Russia, home to elite horses, as you very rightly said, horse royalty. During the Soviet times as well, the horses from this stud farm were sold from around the globe as far as China. But now you can probably see that these horses are not looking as good as they normally should. They are quite slim, they are not as strong, not as beautiful as they should be looking, and that's because the whole industry, and this stud farm in particular, has been going through some tough times recently.
So what is the future for this beautiful breed then, Svetlana?
Well, this particular stud farm went through quite a major crisis when the funding from the state stopped after the collapse of the USSR. It tried to go it alone as a private company, but went bankrupt a year ago, and these horses were literally left to starve. I can tell you that sometimes instead of the 10 kilos of food a day that each of these horses is supposed to get, they were getting just 2 or 3. That just gives you an idea of how difficult things really were. But now the local administration has taken things under control. As you can see, these horses have gotten food now enough to last them until May, when they're going to go out in the fields and graze. And those who work here are saying that in just a month's time, they're going to regain their beauty and shape.
Oh, some good news there to report. That's good to hear. You've been with those animals now for a good few hours, and now you're a bit of an animal lover yourself. What's impressed you most about them? You've given us their history, but you're with them just a few feet away. What's been the biggest impact for you?
Well, first of all, of course, just being here is a unique experience. As I've told, this is one of the oldest stud farms in Russia, and some of the stables that these horses are still living in have been built in the 19th century. They are still here, and it's quite amazing just to see all these architectural gems around you. And of course, the horses themselves, even though they are still looking quite slim and perhaps not as beautiful as they should, you can see that they've got plenty of energy, vibrant animals, exceptional beauty, and of course they're extremely curious as well. They've been coming towards us closer and closer to the camera, just trying to find out exactly what we are doing. A lot of fun, Kevin, that we've been having here. A very unique experience.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are they quite good around human beings, or are they quite shy? They look pretty tame to me.
Well, that's because they are eating at the moment, and I have to remind you that they haven't been getting all the food they needed for quite some time. It has been a difficult time for the entire horse breeding industry in Russia since the collapse of the USSR. But now I can also tell you that the interest in equestrian sports in Russia is indeed reviving. There are again competitions being held, more and more people are taking up horse riding, so hopefully these horses are also going to have a brilliant future after they've fully recovered. And I can tell you that while we've been filming out here, they haven't been particularly tame, oh no.
Oh, well, it's good to hear from you today, Svetlana Karakin, and good to see the horses there close up, and good to hear as well that they've got hopefully a brighter future. Thanks for bringing us up to date there from the Tambov region. Good to see you.
Hungry?